President Trump. It must have been tough for you to be attacked again. I'm glad you are safe. By the way, have you received the NHK Gecko sticker yet? Oh, as I wrote in my letter, the NHK is so terrible. Please destroy the NHK from USA. And an unbelievably heinous incident is happening right now in旭川City in Hokkaido. So, you should have the BBC go旭川City for interview. Do you want to know what's going on? I'll get right to the point. That means gang rapes, intimidation, confinement, suicide, and murder, involving several groups of hooligans, police, hospital, school, and members of Congress. First, a notorious Yariman woman killed a 17-year-old girl in Kamei-Kotan in Asahiko City. Haburi obisete. And the Ikemen detective who had married back then, but having sex with the Yariman woman vigorously, was trying to manage to cover up this murder case. Wakai haburi obisete. To hide inappropriate sexual relationship for the world. Aren't you 42nd President Bill Clinton, are you? The Asahika policeman catching a thief on one hand and missing a killer on the other intentionally. I believe that Hokkaido police has never heard their press conference showed it on the fact. Doesn't such a case support to be a problem in America? Oh, excuse me. This kind of thing only happens in movies, right? Joke aside. But the situation is even serious. Actually, here's another thing that happened. Due to falling girl's suicide a few years ago in Asahiko City, I guess this must be murder. Because her dead body was frozen solid. The strange thing is, due to the mental hospital where patients are taken by police car, I make sure that the series of incidents would be beyond many Americans' imagination. Even the terrorist who has shot you would be angry if he knew that. Needless to say, Japanese who knew that are being appalled. Surprisingly, the hentai kyorai doctors in the mental hospital appear to do gang raping the patients brought to them. This murder case was also charged in the same police. That's Asahika police. The police is sending the poor girl raped every day to the hospital instead of rescuing the damage of the rape, due to defend perpetrators from legal punishment, and due to make general punishment ignore gang rape damages of her. Even though this crime is called soul murder, the Asahika policeman must have sexual relationship with any girls of the gang rape group members in this case too. I can't think of anything else. The hospital where the victim of rape was taken as a patient diagnosed her Ataoka or Atamagaku following the help of the Asahika policeman. It's likely that there was a give-and-take relationship between the Asahika policeman and the hentai kyorai doctors. The Asahika policeman has been giving the hentai kyorai doctors a fun of rape, instead of getting chances taking cover up the hooligans' rape crimes that I see. The mental hospital of the hentai kyorai doctors refused these rumors at their website. And what a shock! Suicide girls were more! That's already taking up its split, like warfare in internet. Regarding this hospital, many YouTubers filled with sense of justice get at the core of this nasty problem deeply. And then, the distracted hospital officials started to attack the brave YouTubers. I believe that this situation shows the fact openly. In the middle of the election of the next president, I'm very sorry to say this topic, but remember, you can support me at this moment. Since you got my NHK Gekter stickers, so please exerting extreme pressure on the BBC. As you know, the BBC has a remarkable achievement to the sex abuse of Chinese office. Of course, the NHK party, the backing up the BBC's exposure action about the Chinese office abuse, and make sure that you are able to understand this role of gang rape crimes and not normal crimes. Furthermore, unfortunately, we can show you worse more. The hooligan rapist had threatened 40 girls by taking video the sex abuse scene to give her to do their sex slave. That's exactly Korean movie that is nothing but real brother murder case, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry if the truth offends you. That's me. The Osaka police and the hentai coded doctors had hurted not just her mind and body, but her honor, dignity, and also all her nature human rights. She was still at 14. To hear that I am not G of sexual assault on a minor would be pain too.
だからこれ綾野の方が淫行しましたって僕言い切ってますよ。今も言ってますよね。当時17歳の女の子に対して、お酒を飲ませた上で性的暴行を振るってます。
Perhaps the other girls must have killed themselves too, one after the other, because they were put the situation as the same. And the locally elected members of parliament also seem to be fellow the hooligans. Can it be said this how? The teenage girls, they must have been asking for help, screaming through their tears. But don't forget, they've been completely overhauled since they spam me like this. Just to let you know, this ridiculous head isn't in Epstein Island. It's in the Asahiko city in Hokkaido in Japan now. Can you believe it? It's not the San Francisco city where Daddy Holly. It's not the New York City where John McClane. Asahiko City! Japan used to be called the best safe country in the world. How about that? Nobody can agree that it doesn't deserve a massacre against women's human rights. Keep reading activity of Japanese mascomi, which has neglected the Chinese office sexual abuse over 70 years, wouldn't get me started. If I do say so myself,篤姫会does worldwide political activity. This video too. Although no one else but me. I can't just believe the pandemic gang rape pranks, including the Asahika police and the hentai coded doctors and the parliament, are that unholy. This is a sex offender. If we team up, the Asahika city will change by篤姫会, the next President Trump, and the BBC. So please, you get the BBC to go to the Asahika city for the interview, like when they demolished the Chinese kingdom, to prevent further casualties, okay? I look forward to dancing with you when you become president again. God bless you, the next President Trump. God bless the United States of America. Long live Japan. Long live our Emperor. Thank you. Bye bye.